Welcome and welcome to yet another episode on Little Sly YouTube channel. So today in this video we are going to see about another very interesting interview question, and in fact you would need this if you are working in your performance testing project where you do not have a staging environment but you just have only the production environment. And the question goes like this: so as a performance test engineer, imagine you are tasked with conducting performance testing, but there is no staging environment available and you only have to access the production environment. So how would you go about replicating the production environment for testing purposes starting from scratch? So what specific steps would you take and what data would you collect to ensure a thorough performance test? So in this scenario, first we have to understand the production environment, which is what exactly is the current configuration in the production system. So based on that, we will have to document and do a review in the architecture. So we have to examine for any available documentation and architecture diagrams to understand the production environment, including the server configurations for any network setups and databases. And we have to collect all the details about the production environment, such as the servers, server specifications for database configurations, load balancer settings, caching mechanisms, and any other critical components. And we have to create a replicated environment. So in this example, I'm just going to walk you through this entire example in this video. So in the production environment, if you find, so that you have to divide the production environment into four different configurations. One is the hardware configuration, and the second one is the software configuration. The third one is the configurations, which is the web server and the database configurations, and the fourth one is the network settings. So in the very first hardware configuration, where you can see the server configuration, which is, so here in this example I have two servers, which is server 1 and server 2, and I have a Dell PowerEdge R740 with 2 cross Intel Xeon Gold 6130 processor and a 128 GB RAM with 2 TB SSD. And the same case with the next server, where I have a 64 gig and a 4 TB HDD, which is the old one, which is a RAID 5 model. So when I'm replicating or when I'm scaling down into the staging, here you can see I have scaled down from 128 GB gig of RAM to 64 gig, and have scaled down 2 TB of data to 1 TB. And the same way for the second server, where we have 64 gig and I have scaled it down to 34 gig, and the storage, previously it is 1 TB hard disk, but now it is 500 MB hard disk, so it's a 500 GB gig hard disk. So this is how we have to scale down from the production to scaling. At the end I will tell you why we need to do the scaling and what is the justification behind that. So before that, I will just walk you through the example. And the next thing that comes is the network devices. So in the production, I have a Cisco Catalyst 3850 series switch in this example, and I am scaling it down to 2960 model. In case if you have a 3850, please feel free to have the same settings, because you are going to just match it for testing, and in some scenarios it makes a huge difference. So I would recommend, if you have the network devices, please make sure you use the same one. And then the firewall thing. So in case if you're using your firewall, please replicate the same firewall. So in this example, I'm using a Cisco ASCA firewall option, so I'm using the same option here. And then when it comes to the storage, I'm using a 24 TB usable capacity RAID DP, and for the EMC, I'm using a 20 TB usable capacity RAID 5. So when it comes to staging, I'm scaling down it from 24 terabytes to 8 terabytes usable, and then the RAID configuration, which is going to be RAID DP. And then finally, when it comes to the software, so far we saw about the hardware configuration of the servers, hardware configuration of the network devices, and hardware configuration of the storage. And now coming to the software. So in the software, I am using Windows Server 2019 Data Center Edition in the production environment and the Linux environment as well. But when it comes to the staging, I am scaling it down to the standard edition, which is going to be a single machine edition for the Windows Server 2019. And so I have scaled down But with the Linux environment, I'm just going to match the same for the testing. So in case if you are using two different operating systems, now in my example, I'm using a data center edition, and in the staging, I'm using a standard edition. And for the Linux OS, I'm just matching the same version. And when it comes to the web server, I'm matching the same version for testing. I'm using the Apache 2.4.41 and the same one in the staging as well. And then when it comes to the database, you cannot scale down because there are risks where the code might not work. So you cannot scale down your software configuration. So everything has to be matched. So the only option when it comes to scale down is the hardware, but every other software configurations has to be matched from the production to the staging. And this is very important. Just remember, you cannot or you should not scale down any software configurations. You should, but you have the option of scaling down from the hardware in the production to the staging. And then when it comes to the configuration to the web server configuration, you should have the same virtual host, which we all know it's a very basic thing. And then when it comes to the database configuration, the buffer pool size is 16 gig in production, and I'm scaling it down to 8 gig, and the maximum connections, the connection pool size from 200 in the production to 100 in the staging, because that is how the load is, that's how the load we are expecting. So we are good to scale down from 200 to 100 in the staging. And then finally the network settings. So far we saw about the hardware, we have scaled down. Software, you are not going to scale down apart from the operating systems, and that too if it is in the Windows one. And then the configurations in your web server and database configurations, you are good to scale down your connection pool size and the buffer pool size from 16 to 8 gig, and the maximum connections from 200 to 100. And then finally to the network settings, there is no options of scaling down here. I'm using the same level of configurations in the staging for the staging server 1, the IP addresses, and then the subnet mask is going to be the same, the gateway is going to be the same, and then finally the DNS server. So every settings in the production for the network settings has to be replicated or has to be matched for testing. So far we saw about what are all the configurations which we can scale down, what are all the configurations which we are going to match. So this is how, this is a quick, and you should definitely have a documentation of all of these, so that anybody who's in charge of the infrastructure or the firewall or from the DevOps or from the platform engineering, you can share them these details and get it done. I wish you all the very best for interview and for creating your staging environment. Please comment if you have any questions in the comment section. So until I meet you in another interesting video, it's bye bye from Matan Shanmugam and Little's Law.